Hey viewers, welcome back to the YouTube channel Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. I appreciate you guys coming back for another pick a card reading. Now, I asked the guides what to do this pick a card reading on. And it was interesting because the previous reading, it was calling for the same thing. So collectively, the energies are seemingly calling for us to really work on our healing, work on connecting with our higher selves. So, the topic I decided would fit this overall theme that keeps wanting to repeat itself is message from your higher self. So today we're going to hear a message from your higher self, the collective energy that your higher self is connected to, and see what messages want to come through. So, when we do our healing, when we work on our boundaries, when we work on connecting to understanding that we are protected, then we feel safe to pursue our goals. Then we feel safe to receive our manifestations. So sometimes we have to process that or get clear about that energy to open up to our blessings and all the wonderful things that want to come in. So yes, I think the collective is calling for us to process some things, and maybe it's because we're at this moment in summer. Well, here we're going through this period of summer where, adventures are starting to take off, and it's like right before we experience that abundance of life and light into our life, perhaps we need to just take a moment to reflect on and think about what hasn't worked or how much we've grown, how far we've come, how powerful we truly are. So this is what we are going to talk about in this reading today. If you're new to this channel, the channel is dedicated to your transformation, your alignment, as well as your healing. I would appreciate it, you guys. Sorry, I always stumble. I would so appreciate it if you would let me know in the comment section down below if these readings are resonating with you, and also suggest some topics that you would like me to do as well. I'll take that as a sign for what I can do next. Okay, I hope you guys are enjoying this, and let's move on to the pile preparation. Hello viewers, welcome back to the channel, Beautiful Awakening with Shantia. So today's topic is messages from your higher self, and I really feel called to bring a different kind of energy to this reading, so we're going to take our time. It's going to be slow pace. I'm not pulling as many cards as I usually. We'll see what comes out. You never know sometimes, but I'm just using these 5 decks, which to me is less. So we're going to do 4 piles today, and let's just go ahead and get started with the pile preparation. Okay, so what messages does your higher self want to send you? What are these healing messages that want to come through to help you align with yourself better? Guys, for pile number 1, what is the collective message of the higher self that wants to come through? Okay. And I think I'll pull one more. Should I pull one more? I think the temptation is there. We'll move on to pile number 2. For pile number 2, what's the collective message from the higher self that wants to come through? Okay. It's a very higher self message. What is the collective message of pile number 3, guides? Of the higher self that wants to come through. Wow. Okay. We got 2 for that one. Collective message of pile number 4 that wants to come through from the higher self. So yeah, there is a strong need for the message that wanted to come through for the collective today, about healing that needed to be done, because it's like people are maybe there's a little bit of a disconnect happening with your magic, which is your higher self. I never really refer to my I've maybe said it a few times, but I don't really say higher self too often. because I always feel like it's a part of you. It's not really separate. So if you say higher self, you think of it as separate. But I always feel like it's just a part of you. It's just a matter of leaning into that experience. Can I get the collective message clarity for pile number 1 from the higher self guides? Thank you. Collective message from pile number 2 guides that wants to come through from the higher self. Yeah, because the guide told me to do, for the previous reading before this one, it was about, blockages and healing, and I was trying to figure out, okay, is this what they're wanting? But they wanted me to do it again, like maybe more depth, so I think this is just something that is needed right now. Pile 2, what is the collective message of the higher self? Guides, clarity, please. Okay. Whoa. I haven't seen that card before. Collective message of pile number 3, guys, from the higher self, please. Thank you. And collective message of pile number 4 from the higher self. Clarity, please. Pile number 4. Oh, got you. Okay. Try not to look at it too much because I don't want to get it in my head. Sometimes I see them, but I don't want to get it. I like going with like a fresh slate when I look at these piles. It helps me. Okay, so pile number 1, guides. Clarity on pile number 1. Collective message of the higher self, please. I feel like that one to come out. Clarity for pile number 1, guides. Collective message from the higher self. I'll take another one for my sake. Pile number 2, guides. Collective message for pile number 2 from the higher self. Clarity for that card, guides. Pile 2, collective clarity on that card, please. Pile number 2, clarity is here. Pile number 3, collective message from the higher self. Clarity, please, guides. All right, and can I get clarity for this card, please? Thank you. Collective message for pile number 4, guides. Collective message for pile number 4. Clarity from the higher self, guides. Okay, and can I get a clarifier for that card, please? Thank you. Okay, so, and then we'll do these. All right, pile number 1, collective message, clarity, guides from the higher self. Thank you. Collective message from the higher self, pile number 2, guides, clarity, please. Thank you. Collective message for pile number 3, from higher self, message, clarity, please. Thank you. Collective message of pile number 4 from the higher self, guides, clarity, please. Okay. All right, can I get clarifiers for pile number 1, guys? Clarifiers for pile number 1, please. Clarifiers. Okay. Can I get a clarifiers for pile number 1, guys? Could be a clarifier for that card. Oh, yep, it was already decided. Okay, let me do that. Clarifiers for pile number 2, guides. Higher self, what message needs to come through here, please? Oh, it was exactly 2. Wow. Clarifiers for pile number 3, guides. Message that needs to come through from the higher self, please. Exactly 2. Okay. And collective message for pile number 4, guides from the higher self that needs to come through. Pile Pile number 4, clarifiers for the higher self. And another card, either a clarifier or another card for clarifier for pile number 4, guys. Okay, thanks. Alrighty. So these are the piles. Let's see. I have to say, it's a whole nother art, like straightening the cards out. It's a whole nother art form. I think it's funny because you don't think about it until you do pick a cards, and then you're like, wow, it's like keeping it straight, like keeping the cards straight is a whole nother thing you don't think about too often until you do it. Okay, look at this. I love this. It's all colorful. Okay, so I think for the most part it's good. That's a little high. Little high, little high. Okay, still looks a little high. Okay, it looks almost even. This is a little. I'm telling you, it's a whole art form just trying to get these cards straight. You don't think about it until you're trying to do it. Okay, I feel like this needs to tip down a little bit. And maybe a little bit more. And this one feels like a corner needs to come up. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the crystal. So I get to do. Okay, sync me into the collective energy, you guys, starting with pile number 1. What crystal wants to connect with pile number 1, guys, to communicate their message? Pile number 1, guys? I feel like it might be this one. Pile number 1, guys? I feel like it's a yes, but I always double check. Pile number 1, guides. What energy wants to be connected with them? Yep, it's a yes. Okay. All right, pile number 2, guys. What? Keep hitting this. What collective message would like to come through for pile number 2? What crystal wants to be matched with pile number 2? You know, I don't know, I'm having a moment. Sorry, this is a little distracting if you are watching this. But I just recall that I created a mantra when I was doing life coaching courses, and I didn't I sunk I felt like I resonated with it, but at the same time I didn't. But my mantra was, I'm the still water in the middle of the forest that reflects to people their true self. And I feel like that's exactly what tarot is. We're talking about you, reflecting to you your inner truths. So I don't know. That just hit me. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is it. Pile number 2, guides. Yeah. That one wants to be chosen. All right, pile number 3, guides. Sync me into the collective energies of pile number 3 and the crystal that matches their energy. That one hasn't been picked yet. I'm always surprised when certain ones don't get picked. All right, sync me into the energies of pile number 3 guides. What crystal wants to align with their energy? Yeah, I feel something here. I think it's you. Pile number 3 guides. Yep. I think it matches the card too. All right, so for pile number 4, what energies want to sync up with pile number 4 guides? Oh, what the heck? Is it this? Okay, it was one of that. I felt that very strongly. Pile number 4 guides. Energy that wants to sync up with pile number 4 guides. Show me which one. It might have been just in here. I can feel it. Which one is it? Pile number 4? Oh, is it you? Pile number 4 guides. The energy that wants to sync up with pile number 4. Yeah, I think it's this one. I'll double check. Yeah. Okay. Wasn't expecting that one to come out for this reading, but you never know. You never know. Because I mean, you know, now that I've been working with these crystals so closely, I'm starting to notice themes. Okay, so let us get started. All right, viewers, welcome to the point of you getting to choose your pile. Today we have 4 piles, and this is for the topic of messages from your higher self that want to come through for the collective today. Okay, so starting with pile number 1. Pile number 1 is with the quartz, clear quartz. Pile number 2 is with the diorite jasper. Pile number 3 is amethyst. And pile number 4 is tiger eye. So go ahead and let me go ahead and just sage this. Take your time, take a deep breath, and go ahead and choose your pile. Inhale and exhale. Okay, let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1 here. Hi, pile 1. If you chose a clear quartz, this is your reading. So let me go ahead and start with your crystal reading. We'll do crystal reading, the cards, and then I usually clarify with the tarot and the astro dice, which I'm going to take out so I don't forget that it's here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What messages want to come through from your higher self? It's just so interesting sometimes when I grab these crystals and I really zoom in into what they look like, and they have these fractures in them, like they've been dropped a few times. There's something about this message that wants to come through that feels like there's a wholeness. Like every time I look at this, it feels Very much like clear quartz, like very clean. The energy feels just very clean here. Oh, hello. Let's take that as a confirmation. I mean, this is clear quartz, so there's something about connecting with the sense of purity, your inner purity. Okay, I'm seeing someone, so I'm kind of distracted right now because she's starting to come through. So usually if I see a woman or a female, there's a feminine energy that wants to be communicated. I'm seeing this young girl. Mm, I don't know. She just has a really beautiful and pure radiance about her. She feels okay, I'm kind of getting like adolescence maybe, where she feels a little bit insecure in her body, awkward. Yeah. If someone were to describe her, they would say she has a very refreshing, a fresh, something about her that just feels very fresh. It feels very much adolescence when you're maybe around 13 years old and you're getting comfortable with your body and you feel really awkward. But she feels, in my vision, she's talking to someone. She actually reminds me of a character. I can't remember the movie. Is it 17 again? With Haley. I don't know her last name. But it's giving me that vibe where it's like she's kind of sarcastic and awkward. She's just figuring things out in life. But it's just like she's young, you've yet to learn and figure a lot of things out in your life. It's not meant to be solved. You don't have to rush to live or experience life. You just take your time. And sometimes when you're that age, 17, I guess, because that's we're gonna go with that, it's like you feel mature and adult in a certain way, like you know the world, or you think you know better, basically. You have a little bit of a headstrong perspective of life. But I'm getting this sense of like that scene with her and Woody Harrelson, where he was like just looking at her, talking about her life and everything. And he's just sitting there listening to her. And I feel like he just wanted to say, hey, kid. I don't know if he did say this. I don't remember. Hey, kid, take your time. It happens day by day. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. Mm. Yeah. This energy feels really nice. It feels very, what are the words? It feels clean. It feels nice. It feels fresh. It feels young. Um, it's like ignorance, but it's like a really good kind of ignorance. Okay, let me go ahead and move on before I do that forever. Look at that. It's already been 6 minutes. I'm watching the clock. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull your cards. So we have here something important, such as a new job or raise, and we have here chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. Interesting cryptic messages. We have here star, good fortune 36. You know what? Don't get that card too often. That is special. Okay, next we have here Virgo. Virgo with the clear quartz. Surprise? No. And we have here Sagittarius. That's funny because I have both of those signs. There's 6 here, Virgo. Okay, and then we have here compassion and be graceful in movement and action, Shaolin Master. Okay, let me position this better. I don't know. It's like an awkward shape. Can just spread it all out because we have very little cards today. Okay, so let me just sink into your energies here. All right, I'm going to start talking. Sometimes if I look at it, it doesn't really tell me anything. Like I channel through my words, so if I just start talking, you'll help me. Okay, so what we have here is 36 star, good fortune, Virgo, integrity, reverence, and service. Sagittarius, optimism, exploration, and freedom. And we have here compassion with this woman embracing the world. We have chair empty, someone is leaving your life. We have here bag, something important such as a new job or raise. And we have here the Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. Okay, so I'm just going to go off of what I was picking up earlier and just try to connect the dots. So I was talking about this girl in 17 again. Haley, can't remember her last name, but her character was, I don't know, there was something about her that felt promising. She's like this talented young woman. I think she was, I don't know if she was creating a project or doing something, but she had a sense, there was a sense of like, I'm young, but I have ambitions and there are things I want to accomplish. So I think the message that's really coming through from your higher self for this group is that you do have a desire to manifest something, and perhaps it has something also to do with this because we have chair empty. I just thought it was interesting because it said something is leaving and then it says something new is coming in here. So there may be a connection between having to leave something behind and then move forward to embrace something different. But the Shaolin master, because she was 17, I feel like at that age you just always feel awkward in general. So there's like a message coming through of I'm getting a sense of like grace comes with experience. So with the Virgo energy here, it's like you don't have to be perfect, right? You don't have to get it right. I think that's the message that's coming through. Because maybe there's so much star quality that's coming through for this group. I don't get this card too often. First time in a pick a card reading. I feel as though it's so important to acknowledge that this is something that is just building in you. You want to master something. To me, to be a star, you have to have mastered, or you're in the process of mastering something. And I think it's something related to what you're wanting to manifest and bring into your life when it comes to work. You have Virgo here, and a new job. So they're saying it's gonna happen with you just taking your time to build towards it. This grace that you're looking to master. It's not something that's gonna be immediate, but it's what you're moving towards. It's what you're manifesting. And in fact, it's coming soon. There's an opportunity coming soon, and it's been a buildup of your work and effort. But definitely don't get stuck into the perfectionistic mindset of like needing to get it right. Continue to, really embrace this Sagittarius like mindset when it comes to optimism and freedom. Just Sagittarius energy is just about, it's a bit more impulsive. All the fire energies are impulsive to some degree. Um, and Sagittarius is the impulsive explorer. Like it just wants to go and be in the world to seek. So they're really saying like give yourself permission to go and seek, and not, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just by you embracing opportunities and feeling excited, you're going to be that magnet for all of these abundance and good fortune to come into your life. And also, I think the message is coming through here with the someone is leaving your life. Allow things to just fall away if they need to fall away. Allow them to fall away. So with the compassion card here, so we talked about the Virgo and Sagittarius, and this does feel maybe like a job. We have here job, and then Virgo's representation of job. But it's definitely something that where you feel like you will be the um the center of it. You'll be very recognized and seen in it. So stay optimistic because it's coming your way. So this compassion, mm, I'm not really getting I mean, it could be a combination. It could be compassion for just people and connections in the world, and maybe even this chair empty relates to this need to feel compassion. Maybe things, like I said, let things fall away. Sometimes people deselect you, and if you are stepping to this place of like sort of purifying yourself and allowing yourself to purify, and to me, purifying yourself is about, being honest about yourself. It's not about being perfect. It's about being honest about who you are. And in the movie 17 again, the character, she was very open, like almost excessively so, about everything and all her mess ups going on in life. And I think this is a recommendation for you, is just be very open about anything that's going on and have compassion for yourself. Appreciate all aspects of yourself, because this is what creates the star quality in you. This is what people really like about you. It's like when you're just yourself, silly, um, because I was seeing a girl who was like trying to be, not trying to be graceful, but it's like you're at that awkward age where you're just like, gosh, I wish I was just very graceful. But they're saying, no, actually, you just being yourself is way more than enough. The more you embrace that, the more you shine with ease. because it's authenticity that people are craving the most. Okay, so that I think is the main message coming through. Let's go ahead and pull tarot for this group. Can I get a clarifier for this group? Yeah, if people need to leave your life, it's because they often deselect themselves. And it's because you're making space. You know, let that deselection happen naturally and open up to the more and the new that wants to come into your life, and these opportunities, this good fortune that wants to come into your life. Okay. That I'm not gonna do that. That was very weird. It probably is meant for you, but we're gonna just shuffle on. Okay, so guides, give me clarity for pile number 1 for the collective message from their higher self that wants to come through. We have 2 of Swords. I don't know why when I look at this, it makes me think of the alien from Stranger Things that opens its mouth. Just the shape of it. I don't know, the colors are kind of fleshy too. Or not, well, monster fleshy, I guess. Can I get a clarifier for this 2 of Swords, please? Okay. I don't know if that flipped over, so I'm just gonna leave it. Let me just push these up so these are all somewhat in sight here. So clarifier for the 2 of Swords was the Knight of Cups. Okay. Clarifier for this reading, guides. 3 of Cups. Looks like there's other people wanting to come into your reading. I think that's the significance of the chair empty. It's interesting because it says chair empty, but what it's showing me is chair filled or chair wanting to be filled here. With this Knight of Cups and this 3 Cups. Like people wanting to come into your energy here. Okay, clarifier for this reading, guides. And we have the Knight of Swords. Okay. Clarifier with the Astro Dice, please, for this reading. Alright, so we got Pluto in the 4th in Pisces. Okay. So anytime Pluto shows up in a reading, it's showcasing, it's putting the focus and the emphasis on something that's calling for healing, right? Because whenever we go through rebirth and transformation, it's because something is needing to like shed and then be released, and then so something new can come in, fresh perspective, a fresh outlook, of fresher energy wants to come in here. And for this pile, it's wanting to come into your 4th house of family, home life. So things are changing. This may have to do with the chair empty here in your home life. I mean, this is Pluto, like Scorpio, it's not easy. It's like it puts you through trials for the sake of evolution. And the emphasis is here that the transformation is happening around your emotions and how you feel with this Pisces energy. I don't know. I'm getting almost like from this pile. I know it's Pluto, and I know Pluto can be about like death and rebirth, but I'm actually getting this sense of it's like a really nice maturing that wants to happen in your life because I keep being pulled to that reference of the character from 17 again. It's like she's at this place in life where she had to release and let go of her, her younger self. Why was, what's so significant about 17? It's right before you turn 18. It's right before you become an adult, right? So there's like some maturing that's happening here in this group where you're stepping into a new chapter in your life, where you're letting go, with the chair empty, you're letting go of a chapter and maybe even people that, no longer fit your vision. And that's perfectly fine because everything is aligning so that the right people come into your life. Um, this may be specifically happening around your home life. Those who are the closest to you, those who feel like family to you, you share a really emotional connection and bond with. This is something that just needs to happen. Like Pluto is a necessary rebirth. It always is. It's like a necessary rebirth, even if we don't understand why. And Pisces is like, to me, Pisces is that energy. It's like, to, it's like when you put Venus in Pisces, it's exalted. Why is Venus exalted in Pisces? Because it's like the most unconditional love. It's like Pisces will love you in spite of your flaws. Like they're so committed to the emotional connection. They're not worried about flaws. So there's something about flaws coming through for this group. It's kind of repeatedly just come out of my mouth about just like embracing these flaws, embracing whatever flaws are there. Okay. Okay. It's finally coming. Yes. So the guys most definitely from the message from your higher self is to embrace all of your flaws because they're so beautiful and they're all necessary. Whatever flaws you have, they're there for you to transform into this star that you're meant to be. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to do well and attract all of these beautiful opportunities into your life. So really lean into that compassion, your emotional connections. I feel like you already are. I mean, for it, Pluto and the fourth house and Pisces to show up, that's very, it's like very, very watery energy coming through. And we have Three of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So I feel like you are very in tune with your emotions. Don't question that. That's what they're telling you to do. Don't question, oh, should I feel this? Maybe you can be all over the place, but just allow yourself to commit to how you show up every day, to how you feel about yourself. Um, Honestly, how we feel about ourselves is an illusion, but allow yourself to enjoy it, whatever it is, however it shows up for you. You know, don't get caught up in any kind of, even with the Virgo energy and the Two of Swords, in overthinking anything about who you are. Because in the 17 again, even her character, she was an overthinker because she kept talking and talking and talking and talking and talking about everything going on in her life. And Woody Harrelson's character just kept looking at her like, kid, you're fine. Everything's fine. So that's what I'm meaning to tell you. And I think that is the main message that is coming through from your higher self is that everything is fine. Everything is the way it needs to be. Allow the transformations to happen. You seem in this group, you seem to have a really beautiful energy of like purity, of knowing yourself, of having like a really like beautiful, unique qualities that stand out. Just know that this mastery, you're in the process of building it. Just continue to understand that it's a process. It's gonna take time. So the people that leave your life, the people that come into your life, it's all kind of meant to be. Because I feel like this group, your energy is already to some degree very pure, purified. So don't really question why people leave your life. It's like they can't maintain around your energy. They can't sustain it. So just let it happen. Okay, I think that is how I'm going to end this reading. Pile number one. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're interested in working with me one-on-one, let me know. And let me know if this reading resonated with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful day or evening. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you chose this diorite jasper, then this is your reading. So let's get started on the message from your higher self that wants to come through. I'll read your crystal, your cards, then I'll get clarifications from the dice and the tarot. I don't know, the first message that's coming through is the words that I hear is vast landscape. Don't know what that means, but that's what I heard. I really like looking at this crystal because I don't know. It looks at first quite simple, and then when you pull it up, I don't know. I feel this way about all my crystals, but this one it has like a quiet regalness about it. So maybe that's the message I wanted to come through as well. Quiet regalness. It also reminds me of my childhood a little bit. The colors feel kind of retro. Uh, so what I'm seeing, I'll just be very literal. This crystal, like what I'm seeing, it looks like a painting to me. Maybe some significance there. I feel like I'm seeing a woman, so this like feminine energy wants to come through. I'm also still seeing a painting. Reminds me of like a painting on a cave wall, like cave wall paintings. If it was a painting, I feel like I'm looking at a woman who is symbolic of feminine energy. Trying to see. Why did they paint her? Why did they paint her? I don't know. I'm seeing a group of people come up to the wall and they're kind of worshiping worshiping the woman. um it's like kind of like Mother Mary energy where it's like she's a significant person in history who, helped their people or helped contribute to their people some way, helped free the people or liberate. And I'm just seeing this beautiful woman kind of painted, the painting is very old, kind of faded, and someone's just like, yes, we worship this woman because like they always come up to the wall and they pray and they speak to it, and they feels very much like that old rituals in terms of like prayer and connecting to divinity. So maybe there's something about that that the guides want you to connect with. Yeah, it feels kind of like if I were to compare it, I grew up in Hawaii and they talk about the Hawaiian gods and goddesses. And one of the goddesses, I believe, is Pele. Pele, the volcano or the fire goddess. I don't remember what she's the goddess of. It was my childhood, man. But I just remember always moving into like whenever you go to the beach or you you're just kind of taught to treat the land as if it's sacred because you can't yeah, there's sacred energy coming through in this reading. It's like if you don't treat the land as if it's sacred, it's like, oh, Pele will come to get you. And I believe that as a kid. So it's like you don't take rocks from the beach. You don't There's certain rules you just don't follow when it comes to the land. You respect it. You honor it. So that's what I'm getting. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull cards for this group. So we have Carriage, a journey either physical or mental, and Dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So that's probably something coming. So we have 11, the gift of strength, solar plexus. We have here mutable, surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. We have here Libra energy, consideration, fairness, and harmony. And we have here good luck and learn from spiritual experiences. I haven't seen this one before. It's cute as a cat. Okay, so what energies want to come through? Well, first of all, look at that color palette, man. Look at that. The yellow and green. It's beautiful. Green to me is always like that fresh vitality, being in nature, abundance, opulence is what green is about. And yellow is, to me, it's that happiness, it's that pure joy, that pure happiness, that radiance of goodness and kindness that wants to come through. Okay, so messages from your higher self, pile number 2. So we have here 11, the gift of strength, solar plexus, and solar plexus is where you would look to find your strength, is where you would look to find your confidence. So your guide's first message here is lean into that confidence, mutable, surrender, fluidity, and welcoming change. We have your Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Mutable energies. Those signs might relate to you. We have Libra, consideration, fairness, and harmony. Yeah, interesting. Libra and the 11 to me, and the Gemini. It's just the symmetry, because Libra is about balance and symmetry. Gemini, the sign is very much symmetrical, has 2 sides to it, and then we have 11. Okay, and we have good luck with the cat, and we have great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. Dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. And we have here carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. Okay. Let's see how it all connects. So the first thing I'm getting in your reading is, looks like there's a wonderful opportunity coming towards you. It looks like everyone's higher self wanted to let them know, hey, you got some good stuff coming through. Pay attention. So we have here dolphin, financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. We have good luck. I would have to say, in order for one to align with these kind of energies, they would have to, um, in order for you to align with these kind of energies, you would have to believe you can receive it. Like it can come towards you with ease. If you have a desire to manifest something, right, financial gain, some kind of prosperity, they're definitely prosperity related. They're definitely telling you surrender, surrender, welcome the change. Welcome changes to come into your life. Allow things to just flow with ease. And the clarifier for, I believe, the mutable card was Libra, which is interesting because there's no Libra in mutable. But welcoming change while also finding a balance, a healthy balance for yourself. I mean, even in this image now, she looks like she went to a spa. She looks like she is relaxed. She is refreshed. She has some makeup on. She's looking cute, right? She's wearing her best outfit, which is plants. So there's a strong sense of like needing to make sure you take care of yourself. Self-care is coming through here. Like treat yourself as if you are, I mean, this cat has a crown on it. Treat yourself as if you are a queen if you want to bring in this prosperity. Okay, so I'm trying to relate to this carriage here, a journey either physical or mental. I feel like this is connected to, what did I say about the vast landscape? Vast, I said vast something, but it feels, yeah, a journey is vast. Vast landscape, vast, whatever. It is vast. Takes time. So take a moment to make sure you acknowledge that you have evolved, that you have grown, that you've gone through a journey, you've gone through changes and transformations that have led you to this place of welcoming more abundance to come into your life. Okay, so from the great teacher, learn from spiritual experiences. I feel like they're referring to you learning from your spiritual experiences, you leaning into what it is. Well, we talked about it, right? Acknowledging what you've done. So understanding that every experience you've had has been a spiritual experience. Life is the greatest teacher of all. And I feel like with this carriage, that's what they're reminding you of, is like your life is the greatest teacher of all. I don't know if you were questioning that, if you were questioning you didn't have enough knowledge, or you see, I mean, we're always learning. But if you're questioning that maybe you haven't learned enough, they want you to feel more secure and like, yes, you've done a lot of work. You've to get to a place of, I mean, you're manifesting. Good luck. Luck is what do they always call luck? Opportunity meets preparation. So to some degree, you're preparing for this, right? We have financial gain usually coming from something you did in the past. Yeah. So they want you to acknowledge that you have done the work. You've done the work. You've put something in and you're going to be rewarded. It's coming in. It's coming in. There is luck that is coming towards you where you get to experience this. To me, this feels very Nine of Pentacles. Like, I have everything that I want. I am so comfortable. I am feeling so good. So you're just at that part where you just need to surrender and allow that change to come towards you. Allow things to fall away and allow things to come towards you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull your tarot cards. Guides, clarifier for pile number 2. Message that wants to come through, pile number 2. Okay, we have here Moon. Oh, and we have here Fool card. And can I get a clarifier for this reading, guys? And we have here Two of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like this is the kind of like the new beginning you're manifesting into your life. Yeah. So it's the Fool card. Ah, I see. It's hidden from you. My dear, it is hidden from you. And we'll do it one more time. That kind of was even, but it's fine. We'll take it. It's also the Balance card. Okay. Okay, so we have the Moon card. I guess we can see this is upright reverse. That was reverse. Upright reverse, guides. Okay, that looked about the same. Okay, we can reverse it. Ah, something is about to be revealed to you. Okay, so with the Moon card and the Fool here, combined with the Two of Pentacles. This energy does feel very bright. Yeah, this brightness of the Fool here, the sunlight behind him, definitely feels very connected to 11. And this good luck here. I think they want me to just take the time to acknowledge that you are allowing yourself to step into new experiences that feel fresh and different, right? You're allowing yourself this new beginning. You're trusting your intuition. You're letting it guide you. And your thing is just finding that balance in your life with the Pentacles here. You know, that is like day-to-day life. Making sure you're not too overwhelmed. You're taking care of yourself, but you're taking care of your responsibilities. So long as you lean into that, this thing that you've already manifested, it's going to come towards you. Okay. Clarity for this reading, guys, for pile number 2. Oh, wow. What on earth? The last pile got Pluto, too. And I didn't get any Pluto last week, did I? Okay, so we got Pluto in the first house in Aquarius. Yeah, so you are going through your own transformation. You are going through a transformation. You are becoming, Aquarius is, you know, it's the visionary. It's the energy that is about embracing its own uniqueness, about seeing things in a different light, about being more futuristic, about what can happen. So continue to allow this transformation to unfold. It's happening very beautifully. I have to say, I'm starting to get a theme when it comes to the higher self. Your higher selves, in general, for this collective readings, um, are just so zen. And they just want you to know, like, everything good, all the blessings you want and deserve and desire can come into your life. So for you specifically, like, it's about you tapping into your confidence. You being confident in yourself, feeling comfortable in your body. She just looks so comfortable in her body. Understanding that you put in the work, acknowledging that you've put in the work, and continuing to just surrender to that guidance that you're given. Find the balance. Balance is very important for you with the Two of Pentacles and Libra. Continue to be balanced in your day-to-day life. Be open to what experiences you have and what they can teach you, how they can enlighten you. But the energy of this group, it feels very much light in the sense that you seem very open to what life can bring towards you. Your higher self wants you to continue to open up to what life can bring you. I feel like this is probably more of the current energy, like the journey, either physical or mental. Whenever I see this card, it's like, I feel like riding in a carriage for a long journey would be very uncomfortable. All the bumps you hit along the way. It's like, okay, this journey's been very uncomfortable, but it's been for a reason. It's to help you to evolve to this, bringing in all of this prosperity so that you can just embrace new opportunities day by day with ease. Um, Let me go back to the crystal reading as well when I was talking about the woman. Well, I think it was the woman herself. The woman herself and the energy they offered her. She felt, because I talked about Pele, right? And Pele is like a goddess, and this to me feels very much like goddess energy. So I think there's another message of tapping into your goddess. Even this Pluto first in the Aquarius feels a little bit like leader, very leader vibes here. But like a transformative leader, so very much like connected to that goddess like energy. So the other message that wants to come through is like lean into your goddess energy, your power, the gift of strength here. Where do you feel your strength? To me, solar plexus is right about there. That is where I feel my strength. That is where I feel my confidence. Whenever I'm doing anything, it's usually like there. And I also feel it in my chest as well. And my throat chakra, very much so. So lean into that energy of like, to me it's like the magic. It's a combination of like magic. When I think about Pele, it's this sacred, it's like you are divine. I think that's what wanted to come through. It's like you are divinity, you are divine. Even with the not spiritual teacher, but I wanted to say spiritual teacher, great teacher. um you're a spiritual teacher to yourself, right? I said your life is a spiritual teacher, even with Pluto here in the first. To me, the reason why Pluto in first house tend to make very good leaders is because they have to go through these journeys. It's like their karma calls for huge transformations. So your higher self wants to congratulate you for continuing to go through these transformations, allowing yourself to be persistent, and to know that because you've put in this work, good luck is on its way to you and opportunities are on their way to you. Because you are shining. You are doing, continue to allow yourself to do that work. Okay. I feel like that communicated the message somewhat effectively. I always want to go back to the goddess energy and be like, okay, wait, did I explain that well? Um, yeah, just to treat your life, to understand that you are sacred divinity within yourself and you have that knowledge within yourself from your experiences, especially this Pluto in first house and in Aquarius. And Aquarians, because the reason why they're such good visionaries is because they see things that other people don't. So be open as well to sharing your perspective about your transformations that you've gone through in life. Guidance for pile number 2, guides. Oh my gosh, it's Pluto again. Okay. It's the same. It's the same energy. This time it's not Scorpio, sorry. This time it's Leo. But Pluto in the first house is kind of the same vibe. It's like you shine. Your transformations continue to help you shine. You doing the work, you allowing yourself to heal, has allowed you to do the work. And we have 2 here. And that just makes me think about the 2 of Pentacles and balance. Yeah, I mean, with the Aquarius energy, there is something about you have a voice for helping people to recognize. By the way, Leo is opposite of Aquarius. Interesting, interesting. Um, you have a voice. Second house is your voice. You have a story to share that can help people and others understand. I think that's why I was getting that sacredness, because the people in here were worshiping the women. I mean, I'm not getting people in your reading, but there's a sense of like people will respect you, for what you've been able to contribute to your own journey, to yourself, if you're interested in sharing that experience with them. Okay, so, and we have Libra as well, which is about communication. And what else? We have Gemini, Virgo. Yeah. 11 is Aquarius as well. So maybe something about also wanting to communicate your desires or communicate your journey to people and let them know what transformations you've been through because you have wisdom here with a great teacher. You have the wisdom to offer people. Okay, that is the end of your reading pile number 2. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're interested in working with me, let me know. My info is in the description box down below. I would love it if you guys let me know if this reading resonated with you or not. Thank you. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose the amethyst, then this is your reading. We're going to start with reading your crystal for the messages that your higher self wants to give you today, and then we'll read the cards with then we're going to clarify with the tarot following the astro dice. Okay. So let's start with your crystal reading. Ooh. This crystal is just so intense. It's just so funny sometimes when you grab a crystal and it's like it's the same kind of intensity, but it's a different kind of story that comes with it each time. I just want to say the phrase that's coming in my head is a million little pieces. So I'll say that first. Million little pieces. Wasn't that a book? But a guy, but he wrote the book, but it wasn't actually his story. He made it up, and it was something to do with like addiction. I think that's what it was, but correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know why this kind of reminds me of like a movie. What was that movie? It was about a kid who had superpowers. He can like interact with spiders. It's because they look like spider webs in here. He could interact with spiders and he could talk to them and make them do, because they got like magic alien powers from, I don't know, some kind of box or I don't know. It was some kind of device, alien device. But he could speak to spiders and he could make them build things, intricate things. So maybe that's connected as well. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. Well, I've been seeing something, but I was trying to see if anything else was going to happen because nothing was happening. It was just like a repeated motion. I had that with another crystal the other day where it's just the same thing happening. I was just like, is anything else going to happen here? Any story? Okay. So it looks like someone is stuck or lost and they're trying to get out. It's like kind of like the cobwebs or the spider webs. Like they're trying to get out, but they can't find their way out there. They're trying, but they can't. They're trying to push through, but they're not really getting anywhere. I'm just getting some weird, like, the visions in my head are not, they're most definitely movies. Like, I'm seeing like very unique characters that I'm like, these aren't human. How do I describe this? Yeah, there's something about this crystal right now I keep getting that's like not, um, I'm not getting an archetype, like a human archetype. I keep getting like alien or very unique energy coming through here. I think I get that through these amethysts a lot. It's like otherworldly energy coming through. But I was seeing a woman. Let me see if I can see her again. I don't know. I'm seeing someone who's just injured and they're trying to get out. But they're resting and they're trying to recuperate. They're trying to find their strength to get out. They're locked in. Because they're not strong enough to get out right now. They're building their strength. This person, this character, this woman, I mean, it's transforming. But this character, this person, this creature has very unique capabilities, it's very special. It's very much like if it was a movie, if the humans caught this creature, they would want to study the creature. And there's a few people in the world who, okay, I'm getting slight backstory. There's a few people who know about her, but not everybody does. Yeah, she's recuperating right now. She's trying to figure a way out. Okay, I'm gonna stop there because we are going on very long. All right, so we have here unsettled times, need to plan ahead. We have tortoise slowly but surely getting ahead. We have here I'm the light of my soul, third eye chakra. Wow, you know, that's how you know the energies sync up because third eye And amethyst is connected to your third eye. Number 22. Mars, move forward and defend self. Clarified by house 6. Establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practice details. Oh, sorry, practical details. That sounded practice details. Happiness, beautiful. And we have here Seer, see beyond the current situation. And we have here Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. So I guess not surprised. We got all this like the Seer magical energy. I don't know. Every time I pull this amethyst, it's very much individualistic. Like you have superpowers. That's what it wants to clarify with the groups. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what is going on with the energy. 22. I am the light of my soul. That is some bright, vibrant, beautiful tones. So we got a little bit of Venusian energy coming through with the 2 2s and the way that she's posed. Just makes me think of Venusian energy. We have here Mars, move and defend self. House 6, establishing foundation health. Mars likes to be in the 6th house. Mars does well in the 6th house because it conquers enemies. So there's something about conquering enemies. And it also helps to bring in vitality as well. So it gives you really good health because Mars is a very healthy planet in general. And it in the house 6 of health, it does really well. So we have here happiness. We have here Seer, see beyond the current situation. And Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. Okay. So the conflict that I'm seeing here, to me, for this Mars energy to come up with the see beyond current situation and unsettled times, need to plan ahead. There may be a situation that you are currently dealing with. I feel like because Mars specifically is about conquering enemies, and it is in the 6th house of like 6th house is like house of enemies and workplace as well. You could be experiencing a situation around your coworkers or around just day-to-day life for the people around you where you feel a little bit defensive or they need to be a little bit defensive or whatnot. Anyways, regardless of what it is, Mars does well in the 6th house. So you have the ability to overcome your enemies, overcome any obstacles. In general, you know, I felt like in the crystal reading, this woman, she was trying to get out, but she was recuperating. She was just waiting for her vitality to return. She wasn't gonna get stuck because they couldn't. She was very much inhuman, and had the ability to, like, they can't overpower her. So it's like you have the power, you have the ability. Maybe you might feel weak right now with this kangaroo unsettled times. Maybe you are in a place where you feel vulnerable, but it's just maybe allowing yourself with the 6th house, you know, day-to-day life, just allow yourself to recuperate and heal until you get your vitality back, because your vitality is going to come back full throttle, ready to go once it's there. So what the 22, I am the light of my soul, third eye chakra. I am the light of my soul. To me, with this happiness and I'm the light of my soul, it's like you are the ish. I don't know what it is about this crystal, but it always aligns with that energy. You have it going on. I think the message coming through is you don't need anyone to ignite you. You're so powerful internally within yourself. You have the power to be very confident in yourself. You have the power to just, like with this Mars energy, you have the power to just accomplish, do, conquer, and obtain whatever it is you desire. You're the light of your soul. And to me, soul is very deep. It's one thing to say spirit, but another thing to say soul, because the soul it doesn't change, right? It goes from, the soul remembers everything. So there's something about you having a strong soul coming through that goes from lifetime to lifetime with you, and it's ready to do the work, whatever it needs to do. We have here 22 master number. I encourage you to go and look that up and see, or just think about what that makes you think. 22 is about harmony. It's about intelligence. It's very powerful master number in terms of creativity, imagination, and a lot of other things. We have here happiness. We kind of talked about that. Lean into that happiness. You have the ability to be very happy. Your higher self wants to say that this is something that you ignite within yourself. We have here see beyond the current situation. So again, if you're stuck in any kind of situations, to me, Mars, whenever that shows up, and this, you know, defend self, maybe you feel the need to be defensive, but I'm kind of hearing you just need to wait it out. Maybe wait it out a little bit. I mean, this says plan ahead. Plan ahead. Maybe think about, because I said practice details earlier. So maybe there's some details you need to look to or look through to get out of your certain situations that you might feel stuck in. We'll pull cards to get clarifiers on what that might be. Slowly but surely getting ahead. Could have to do with sixth house of job or just feeling a low vitality in your health in general. And then we have here Fire Guardian, ignite your passions. I mean, if this group is, recuperating, I gotta say, you're gonna get your full energy back soon. Whatever it is, with all this Mars, I'm the light of my soul happiness. Like, this is very high vibe energy coming through. Um, there's a message coming through of like you needing to ignite your passions. So this might actually be related to your job situation. Ignite your passion. And with Mars here, this is about passion too. Um, dual message of like coming through about how you need to really follow your passions, ignite your passions. You're the light of your soul, so ignite it. If you're seeking something that really makes you happy, allow yourself to just go for it. Light it up, fire it up, get going. I'm a moon and fire sign, so that's why igniting things is what I like to do for myself and other people. So tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Um, yes. What do I say to that? So the slowly but surely getting ahead. To me, this is communicating that you're already moving in the right direction. You might find yourself wherever you feel like things are moving a little slow in your life. You might think to yourself, "Oh, things are not moving in the right direction right now. I'm not feeling good about this right now." Um, but they're saying that you're putting in the work, and to me, the sixth house is about that daily work. Put in the daily work to get to where you need to go. And this is actually working to your benefit. Okay, so let us pull some tarot cards. So guidance for pile number 3, guides. Pile number 3, guidance. Whew. We got the Hierophant. That's the big energy that wanted to come through. Clarifier for the Hierophant, please. Nine of Cups. And clarify for this reading, please. Ace of Wands. Let's see. Upright reverse. Looks like reverse. Okay. Which one, guys? Upright. That was twice. And that was thrice. Okay. Upright or reverse. Okay. I feel like it all connects. Okay, let's start out with these. Hierophant is commitment. It can be a long-term contract because it's like this official energy coming through. Nine of Cups is about something you dream of. So your desires, your dream to come true. And Ace of Wands it's like an abundant, beautiful opportunity, a birth of a new opportunity coming towards you. Guidance for pile number 2, guides. We have your 8th house. Ooh, Venus in Taurus. Very nice. Okay. I feel like I need to pull some more cards. I feel like I know something about your situation, but I'm like, I feel like I need to know more. It looks like there's a beautiful opportunity coming your way. I mean, because we have the Ace of Wands, it's like, it's something new. It's something fresh. It's a new beginning that is coming your way. It is a big deal. I mean, we have the Hierophant here. The Hierophant is symbolic of, I believe, Taurus energy, right? Taurus energy is about that slow, sturdy commitment to being able to accomplish something. So Taurus here. So dual message of slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady gets you the abundance, the big Like, right? Looking at the bigger picture, the bigger opportunity of what you're wanting to create for yourself. Okay, clarifier for this reading guides. Oh my gosh. The cards just flying out left and right. Oh my gosh. Wow, this pile. What did I say about the woman who's like super powerful? This is a very powerful pile. You have the ability to manifest your desires. Your higher self is saying that there are opportunities that are coming to you, and they're not just any kind of opportunities. They're exactly what you want. They're exactly what you've always dreamed of wanting to create. We have 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups here, and we have the Magician, Hierophant. Like, that is an insane amount of synchronistic support, I have to say, showing up in your reading. This is going to be a very profitable opportunity. We get Venus in Taurus. Venus loves Taurus because Venus rules Taurus. In Taurus, Venus gets all of the material comforts it wants and desires. Absolutely. And we have 2 Taurus and Taurus here showing up. So we also have the Magician with 1 and Ace of Wands with 1 as well. This is an opportunity you're manifesting towards you. So your higher self wants you to know, in spite of what might not be showing up in your physical representation of what is manifesting or what isn't, you are manifesting this. So continue to do that work. You know, ignite your passions, follow your intuition about, you know, what you love to do. To me, this group feels like you're following your passions, you're doing what you want to do. Keep leaning into that, keep going towards that, because you're going to manifest a lot of abundance towards you. Venus in Taurus, very abundant. And in the 8th house, that is the wealth house. It's a wealth house. Venus loves to be, Venus is actually rich in the 8th house. It's very wealthy because Scorpio energy is the height of material wealth. Scorpios, they love, oops. Scorpios, if they know how to master it, a lot of them love, you know, they love nice things, they love money. So 8th house is a house of investments. It's like really good money. So this opportunity is coming towards you. Rest assured, you are being blessed because this is what you're aligning with energetically. Right. So I think that is all I'm going to say for your reading, pile number 3. I hope you guys enjoy that and be excited for this beautiful opportunity that is coming towards you. It looks like it is definitely work related. Mars loves to be in the 6th house because it has the vitality, the excitement, the passion to put in the effort, the day-to-day effort into building something. And you're here to build something beautiful. And it is something that is absolutely aligned with your dreams and with your desired lifestyle. Quite specifically, like this woman is living the life. And didn't I say Venus earlier? I said Venus earlier. I did say that. Isn't that crazy? And then Venus pops up. Am I a good tarot reader? What? Just kidding. I'm not gonna even. I don't know. I'm loving this. I'm having fun. What I like about tarot reading the most is like I like emptying my mind because I'm just a channel for your messages that want to come through. And the thing that makes me or helps me is if you guys watch these videos. So I appreciate if you're supporting me by watching these videos. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching and with me, look in the description box down below. Check out my information. And I would appreciate it if you give me feedback on whether this resonated for you or not. Congratulations on this. It almost feels like an effortless abundance that you pulled in, but you put in the work. Mars and 6th house, they put in the work. And this unsettled times need to plan ahead. This tells me that you have, you've gone through your fair share of challenges. So your higher self wants to know that you have opportunities that are fully in alignment with some incredible desires and dreams that you've been wanting to manifest. And that's because you ignited your passions. I always tell people, follow your passion, follow your heart. You want to be excited about life? You want to be fulfilled? Well, you got to do this. What pile 3 is doing. You got to follow them. Listen to it. All right. And if you feel hesitant about doing that, just rest assured, if you pick this pile and you feel like this aligns, you're meant to follow your passions. And everyone is, I feel like, but you really are meant to follow your passion. And you absolutely have what it takes to accomplish it with that reading that I did with this crystal. All right. Bye. Hi, pile number 4. If this is your reading and you chose the tiger's eye, then let's go ahead and get started. Starting with your crystal reading, I'll read your cards and I'll clarify with the astro dice and then the cards. So what is your higher self wanting to tell you? So I thought this reading would actually move in a different direction. This I'm like, I think my guides kind of wanted me to do these readings on something else because these readings have been synchronistically very let's just say your higher selves really, 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 really want you to know how amazing you are. Let's just say that. Okay, so starting with your crystal reading. Pile number 4, guys, sink me into the energies of pile number 4 and what their higher self wants to let them know. I don't know. Every time I look at this, it kind of reminds me of like caramel and I want to eat it. Hmm. Okay, let's see what wants to come through. Ooh, I'm seeing like a whole scene in here. Mountains with a house on the side and a village at the back. Maybe something about traveling. Mm. Getting a different energy from this crystal than I usually do. It feels very solid. Something about this crystal to me, it just feels very solid right now. Everything just feels very solid and stable. Reliable. Yeah, I'm kind of seeing something build here. Reliable, stable. Like a well-oiled machine. Okay. Sometimes it takes me a while, but once the energy sinks in, then I'm like, oh, okay, there's the tiger's eye energy. But I'm seeing a guy. So that means masculine energy. I always get masculine energy with this crystal, honestly. Pretty much almost every time. Strong masculine energy comes through. What is he doing? I don't know. There's just like this really nice well-being energy coming through. Okay, so I'm seeing this man. Um, he's in Africa. And he's just wearing like a really comfortable garb. It looks like he's done well for himself, of course, with the tiger's eye. He's done well for himself, and he's showing people around. He's showing someone around his home. And the season is perfect. He has such a bright smile on his face. And he just looks relaxed and comfortable like it's summer. And he's just showing everyone around his home. Or not everyone, but he has like a couple of friends over and he's showing them around his home. And he's like, hey, this is the veranda. I don't know. I don't know. This is my living room. This is mine. He's just showing them. He's like very proud of, but he wants to share it too. There's something about like he wants to share the experience with his friends. He wants them to be comfortable. Like I'm getting luxury vacation at this guy's house is what I'm getting from this crystal. Like if you're friends with this guy, he's going to be the best host and he's going to show you around and show you how to have a good time and make sure you're comfortable. But yeah, interesting. I don't know if anyone plans on traveling to Africa, but maybe I'm seeing part of your vision. I was saying travel earlier too, wasn't I? That's weird. I said travel. Okay. All right, guys. Higher selves. What are we communicating to you? So that's the end of your crystal reading. Temptation will test you, Apple. And we have here dagger, fears, worries, and tense situations. Interesting. We have here ritual, healing connection, heart chakra, 16. Uranus, radical change. We have here yang energy, to clarify. Proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. That's very much masculine energy. We have here lighten your load. Then we have here justice. And we have here elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Hey, kind of reminds me of the guy I was seeing in my vision. I think this is like Australian, right? Or I don't want to say their name wrong. Aborigines, but I don't know. I don't want to say it wrong either. Okay, so let's go over the cards here. We have 16, ritual, healing, connection. Okay, something about connection, definitely with the guy showing his friends around. Heart chakra. Yeah, he looks so happy and content. Oh, that's why I was getting that vibe. Because look at this card. This card is about being so happy, content, and present where you're at. We have Uranus, radically change. We have Yang, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. We have lighten your load. This card is intense. We have Justice card here. This woman holding the scales. And then we have your Elder, move beyond ancestral patterns. Okay. Well, let's see. What's the first? Temptation will test you. Fears where your intention situation. I feel like I want to pull cards already to figure out what this is because I want to be nosy. I'm curious. But it might be connected to this lighten your load because this is where I'm seeing conflicts. Well, and this move beyond ancestral patterns too. Okay, so there is a conflict. The conflict is ancestral patterns, needing to lighten your load. Okay. Fears, worries, tense situations, and temptation will test you. Okay, well, I definitely feel like the dagger is connected to this. I feel like the lighten your load, I mean, with this energy, with the guy I was seeing, he felt like he had done very well for himself. But I feel like the way that he was able to access that opulence and success was because he looked so relaxed. There was something so interesting about, like, it looked like he was on vacation from work. But I think the reason why I was shown that representation of him in this casual garb, like it's summer and he's just relaxing, is they wanted me, your higher selves want me to communicate to you that your peace, your sense of peace, is directly connected to your abundance. They wanted to like confirm that for you. Because maybe you stress about, because Tiger's Eye is always quite intense. There's always quite an intense amount of responsibility that is tied to this. A tense desire to want to accomplish and do and achieve and be ambitious. With this Yang energy, I think you do have this desire to be ambitious and accomplish and do a lot. And maybe it overwhelms you at times because it's like, we're stuck in this, maybe this 9 to 5 concept of making money or pursuing goals. But actually, what we need to do is tap more into this. This is your advice card. Ritual healing, connection, heart chakra, connecting to that which is around you, connecting to your environment, connecting into nature, just being so present. They want you to be very, 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 very present because this is going to help to unleash this. Any kind of ancestral patterns of, your family, what you've grown up in, it's going to be unleashed and let go. Your load is going to be lightened. And you're not going to feel this anxiety all the time. Like this person is going to stab your back. It's so funny. These tea leaf oracle cards are so intense. They're always so intense. And I'm like, not my favorite card to pull out right there. But it's fine. We do feel anxiety at times. So I think this group definitely with this Tiger's Eye, you feel pressured to accomplish and do, maybe for your family, maybe for yourself, maybe a combination of both. But it's not your job. They really just want you to be present with yourself and enjoy life. And it's through this that you can connect to people. That guy, he just felt so content and happy with his life and the way it was unfolding. And it was bringing in his abundance with ease. And he was more than happy to share with friends. And maybe there's something here with the lighten your load. Like you feel this desire to share yourself, share your energy with other people. But the way that we want to do it, first, we want to access it through our own joy, not just through what people want from us. No, we got to focus on what we need and align with that first, because then our cup is filling up and it overfilleth to the point where we can be there and be present for other people too and have these beautiful connections. Okay, so we have Uranus radically changed, clarified by Yang, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. Yeah, by the way, listen to your heart, right? Your heart chakra. What does your heart say? What does your heart call to? Does your heart tell you to take a break? Go on vacation if you need to go on vacation. Okay, so maybe Uranus with the Yang energy is telling you to go on vacation because Uranus is kind of random and it just throws things out of loop or for a loop. Can't really put the right words to this. But yeah, I'm kind of getting a sense that with the vacation, I think the people in this group go on vacation because it's going to reset you. Like this woman looks like she's on vacation and she's reset. Now the load has been lightened. Now we can really let go of those patterns and those fears and worries, and we can just be more present with our experiences. Now we have more. All right, I was saying before the battery died that now you have the energy to give to your dreams and to your desires. So maybe the temptation is, I don't know, being a workaholic, or the temptation is just being there for other people as opposed to being there for yourself first. Okay, so Uranus, there is a change coming into your life as well. A shakeup. A shakeup is happening. Radical change. Productivity, expression, doing, and forward motion with the yang energy. This is most definitely a change that is happening externally in your life with this masculine energy. We'll come back to this. I feel like the reading is going to clarify it. Justice card, balance your energy. It's also about karma. Karma, karma, karma. Well, I'm kind of getting balance. I'm mostly just getting balance. You know, with this fears, worries, tense, and lighten your load, we need to balance that out. Right? If your load is too heavy, like this guy is carrying a huge load and he looks exhausted because you're carrying too much. So find a way to tap into that balance. Lighten it little by little if that's what it takes. Lighten your load so you feel a little bit more comfortable with, honestly, his back is breaking. You know, you don't want your back to be breaking. So it feels like that. Things are out of balance. Okay, so let's pull some clarifiers with the tarot card. Let's see, should we get specific ones? Can I get a clarifier for this temptation will test you? What is that about, guides? Okay. Oh my gosh. There's like a lot of people here. Okay, so we have King of Swords, and we have the Queen of Wands, and then we have the World card. So this is funny. It looks like a very specific temptation here. Hold on, let me adjust this ever so slightly. So yeah, it looks like this temptation is coming through in a form of a person. I'm just laughing because I'm like, what is this? I kind of want to pull... Actually, no, this tarot's fine. Well, you know, we have here the World card, which is about completion. Maybe things need to end. Maybe things need to end. We'll see. Can I get some more clarifiers for this reading, guides? We have 3 of Pentacles. Yep. People. Clarifiers for this reading, guides. We have here the Hermit. Okay, what is the advice, guys? What is the advice? 6 of Pentacles. And what is the advice? Clarifier, please, for this pile, number 4. Knight of Cups. All right. And a clarifier for the Nine of Cups, please. Hi. Okay. And okay. Okay, we got the Nine of Swords with the 5 of Wands. A lot of tension here. I can see it. Well, I asked for advice, but I mean, I guess clarifying what the situation does help me to focus on the advice. So it looks like for this group, I mean, the light and the load was no joke. You guys in this group, this pile, you are feeling a lot of pressure to do or accomplish something in connection with people. And it's definitely not something that it's not in alignment with you. It's not in alignment with what you desire to create for yourself. So your higher self is really pushing forward this message. It's like, this is a temptation, whatever this is connected to, whether it's the King of Swords or the Queen of Wands that is tempting you here, um, it is not for your highest good. It's going to continue to give you a lot of anxiety and tension. Advice for pile number 4 for this situation, guys. I mean, with this being upright, I feel like they want you to just end the situation, this connection that's not serving you. Yeah, look at that. We got Jupiter in 3rd house in Gemini. Well, they do want you to form some kind of connection, but not that one, whatever that connection is. Jupiter in 3rd house in Gemini is like, okay, yes, they want you to connect with the right people or the right friends, or find a better friend group, or find a better group of people who are much more supportive of you, supportive of your dreams. It looks like with the 9 of Cups reverse, it's like, okay, being generous with the 6 of Pentacles. I think you're the one being overly generous because you're the one who's needing to lighten your load. You're the one who's giving too much to this group of people, and it is draining you. You need to find people that are more aligned with, I mean, this is 3rd house energy. This is like the things that, it's like that innocence of like, what creative things you want to do? What's fun to you? Because this energy is like a drag. It is a drag. A lot of fighting, a lot of conflict, a lot of anxiety. Yeah. So, my question to you, pile 4, is, are you ready to release it? Are you listening to your intuition? What does your intuition say about people? There's something about connections for this group. So, like, that guy, he was so happy with his friends, but he was happy because he was just happy on his own. And then his cup was overfilleth, and he wanted to. So I think for people in this pile, like, you have a natural generous tendency. Like, you want to give, you're very giving, you want to do things for people with this yang energy. You like doing a lot for people. But at the same time, it's like there's a group of people specifically that is not, I don't know, they look shiny on the outside, but their intentions are not pure towards you. So they're just asking you to use your judgment with this Justice card. Justice is about, right? To me, she just always looks fierce. She's always weighing the pros and cons. They want you to use your discernment. I did not realize the camera was so tilted. They want you to use your discernment in regards to these people. I think you're being overly generous with the 6 of Pentacles. I mean, 6 of Pentacles is about an exchange of resources, but it's not really a fair exchange of resources if this is what they make you feel. If, they don't make you feel like your wishes are being fulfilled, because you deserve for your wishes to be fulfilled. If they feel like conflict to you and they feel like they're giving you anxiety. If that's what it feels like, this is not your people. The guys are saying you are meant to be around people, but you're meant to be around different people who share the same ideas as you. Jupiter and Gemini in the 3rd house. You're meant to be with people who share the same viewpoints as you. So if these people do not share the same viewpoints as you, they are not for you. They're not in alignment with you. So you need to ask yourself, right? Be a hermit, look within, ask yourself honestly, what makes you happy? What makes you happy? And lean towards those group of people that make you happy. Who are willing to just see you for, like, this guy, he was just wearing like casual clothes, but he had a lot of success. He had, in my vision, he had been extremely successful. Like, his house was like a mansion, honestly. But he was in casual clothes. It's like his friends just accepted him for who he was. They didn't care what he was dressed like. I mean, I'm sure they liked his house, but they didn't care what he was dressed like. They just liked him. And you need people who just like you for who you are, not what. Oh my gosh, I just realized I'm wearing my shirt inside out. Why did I not notice that? Okay, so very clear message coming through. Any more advice for pile number 4, guys? So we have your Venus. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is so sweet. Wow, your higher selves want you to know with the Venus in Pisces in the 12th house, um, they do not want you to worry about connections that do not serve you. Drop them. Drop them like they're flies. Because what you have coming towards you, what you have the ability to manifest towards you, is people who unconditionally care for you like no other. People who just accept you for who you are, your pure essence. Venus in Pisces, unconditional love. Sometimes even almost delusional love, because it's like they really don't care about what your flaws are. Like there's like Venus in the Pisces can be a little delusional sometimes. Like they see only your good qualities. Sometimes it can be very picky, but because it's like opposite of Virgo energy. Um but honestly, from what I've observed, Pisces people tend to be probably some of the most unconditionally loving people. Like they just love you because you're there. So I'm really getting the message that's coming through is the guys really want the higher selves, your higher self wants you to know that you have the ability to manifest like the highest octave of love. Venus is exalted in Pisces, and it's in the 12th house where it wants to be expressed. Where the energy kind of can flow very nicely. It's like love of all. Like people who are going to love you for everything, all of you, all of you. Okay. I think that is the end of this reading. Pile number 4. If your concerns is about these connections, just know that with this Uranus energy here, I'm guessing that this is what is coming towards you with this Venus and Pisces. I say I'm guessing, but I'm not really guessing. Uh, I know it is. Venus and Pisces in the 12th house. This is the change that's happening in your life. And that's coming towards you. And things are being moved and shifted around for you to embrace that. So just keep continuing to tap into this energy of just being present in your body, in life, doing things that you really care about, aligning with who you really are. And that's how we manifest authentic connections, as we just become authentic about who we are. Maybe you've just with this ancestral pattern, perhaps there's been a pattern of people pleasing or a pattern of just needing to give and do for people with this yang energy, just doing, and giving. But in return, you're not, your cup is emptying out as a result because they're not helping to replenish your energy. Okay. So that is the end of the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you're interested in one-on-one coaching with me, look in the description box down below. If you are interested in giving me feedback, then please do that in the comment section down below. I really appreciate you guys for watching this. Thank you.